Much more now on President-elect Joe Biden naming an all-female senior communications team. Liza Lucas joining us live now. And Liza, a lot of people reacting to this barrier-breaking team, and a Georgia native is one of the women named, right?
Good morning, Shiva. That is indeed the case. Kate Bedingfield, you're going to hear her name a lot more in the coming weeks and months. She is a Metro native. In fact, she got a little Twitter love from her high school, Riverwood, when the news was announced. As you mentioned, it's been all over the place. These ladies' names, 7 of them. Bedingfield herself will serve as White House Communications Director. Meanwhile, another familiar name, Jen Psaki, a member of the transition team who also served in the Obama-Biden administration. She will be in front of the camera as White House press secretary. Now, all 7 communications positions announced will be filled by women. And in a statement, Biden said the team was made up of, quote, qualified, experienced communicators who will, quote, bring diverse perspectives to their work. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris also calling it a, quote, barrier shattering team. And the excitement is really fueled that women rule the world. We've seen it before, and the GIFs, the memes have been coming up in response. So a lot of excitement and congratulations being spread. And I also saw another interesting tweet online that said that 17 of the 24 senior staffers that have been named so far are women. I double checked that is indeed the case. So is this a trend we will continue to see with the Biden administration? Of course, we'll watch and keep you posted as more names are announced. And as always, you can chime into the news. Use that hashtag Morning Rush ATL.